have to be organized to fight for the liberation.
GW Apparel, a clothing that speaks. Something for the kings, something for the queens. Visit uptsites.com and use promo code SLDG22 and receive 11% off your order. Peace.
It's the Ticket Plug. We've been running an online ticket business for over a decade, and now we've created an easy way for you to do the same thing through our private ticket resale community. Joining our community will give you a way to flip your bread and generate profit income consistently. We provide you with all the tools, training, and resources needed to start your life-changing online ticket business. Zero experience needed. To join our ticket resale community, go to thetickettrap.com. Again, go to thetickettrap.com. That's thetickettrap.com.
The Master's Table by DJ RP Beats and Sincere Love to God, now playing on the internet's #1 destination for true hip-hop. Introducing truthhiphop.com, a meticulously curated platform designed for connoisseurs seeking a superior quality of hip-hop. Immerse yourself in an unparalleled experience of 100% bar-heavy, authentically crafted, real hip-hop. Discover the essence of the genre, reminiscent of its golden era, now playing exclusively at truthhiphop.com.
Yeah, like that. Let's see what's in the God's mind. Listen.
Allah in the person of Sincere Love to God.
I mean, they arms too short, like Todd Anthony Shaw.
You forgot your own lyrics.
Forgot my good brother's name. Shit. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Sincere Love to Godcast. This is the Black Business Showcase. I am the God Sincere Love, and I am here with my lovely co-host, Nicety Girl. We are in the digital building. How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm good. Excited about tonight's guests.
Right.
You know, ready to get all up in their business.
You know how we do, man. You know how we do. So let me get this ready over here. So I got everything locked and loaded. I was doing that before, but then I lost my train of thought.
Yeah,
so
we're trying to wrap, but while he's doing that, y'all make sure y'all liking and sharing out this broadcast. It's going to be another dope episode. So make sure, again, you guys are liking, and share, please.
Yes, indeed. If you guys are watching from Facebook, or you're watching us on the replay somewhere else or whatever, and you are not already subscribed to us on YouTube, make sure you head on over to Godcast Enterprises on YouTube, as well as Sincere Love to God on YouTube. Click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you could be reminded whenever we go live with new episodes of Sincere Love to Godcast. Once again, this is the Black Business Showcase. We do this every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time, where we bring on business owners and entrepreneurs to chop up the best game on the internets. And so other than that, you can catch us on Sundays, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. Pacific Time. And that's our weekly broadcast where we catch up on current events and other important topics that are pertaining to what's hot in Black society.
Yes.
That's how we do it already. If you don't, now you should know. But again, Black Business Showcase. So, of course, we got a couple of dynamic guests coming up for y'all. And so let me not waste too much time with all the preliminaries and let y'all know who we got on the set tonight. Tonight, we're going to be chopping it up with 1500 Entertainment LLC. And so 1500 Entertainment LLC is a full-service production company that creates narrative feature films from the conception of an idea to its theatrical release. And they cultivate cinematic worlds for all to enjoy. Attention to detail and the ability to captivate audiences is what separates 1500 Entertainment apart from the rest of the production world. They are in the future of film. And so without further ado, I would like to introduce to you our guest for this evening. Number one, we got brother Sam Ant, we got brother Jamal, and we got brother Ali. 1500 is in the building. Welcome to the Godcast, Kings.
Welcome, guys.
What's going on? How y'all doing? Thank y'all for having us.
Appreciate you having us.
What's up? Thank y'all for having us.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate y'all taking the time to be here with us.
Definitely.
I did get a chance to check out the flick that y'all got on Tubi. Dope flick, Where Loyalty Lies, for those that don't know. and we definitely gonna get into that. You know what I'm saying, as we get into the conversation. But in the beginning, we like to get into the origin story of the guest. And so I want to start off by giving each one of y'all an opportunity to give us a little bit about your background, and then we can talk about the origin story of the company itself, 1500 Entertainment. So we go clockwise, starting with Sam.
All right, how y'all doing? My name is
Yes.
Sam. I am the CEO of Viral Hip Hop News. Hip Hop Obsessive Podcast, a part of the platform. I'm an actor, model, singer, content creator. I had the blessing of playing the role of Mason in Where Loyalty Lies, produced and written and directed by 1500 Entertainment. One of the owners of 1500 Entertainment happened to be Ali Abden, who I got to my left right there, who also played Burner in the film. So very excited to chop it up, and it was very humbled to be selected to play the role that I played. And
Oh, you was Burner. Oh, no, I just caught that. Okay.
yeah. I don't know why my face is freezing up. I apologize. Hopefully y'all hear me all right while I get this
We can hear
camera
you.
situated good. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, just happy to be here, happy to be a part of the film. Very, very blessed and humbled to have a great cast that taught me a whole lot, and a great crew in 1500 Entertainment to facilitate the proceedings that y'all saw. So yeah, very excited. Thank y'all for having us.
Absolutely. Brother Jamal, tell us a little bit about yourself.
What's good? How y'all doing out there? My name is Jamal Dennis. I'm born and raised in New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm an actor and a stunt performer. So yeah, so with I've been in the industry since 2005, and yeah, I've been knowing Ali and Aaron for a long time. So yeah, so I played Dre in the film, and yeah, that's it. Take it away, Ali.
Ali.
Good afternoon, evening, good night, everybody. My name is Ali Abden. I'm one of the co-owners of 1500 Entertainment, film production company. My brother, Aaron Abden, is also my counterpart. He is the other owner of 1500 Entertainment. He's also the co-writer, director, and producer of the film, Where Loyalty Lies. I've been in the entertainment industry since I was 3. So I'll say that. Wow. Acting, singing, writing, directing, producing. The directing and the producing and the writing actually happened later when my brother and I formed our production company in 2012. That's when we started shooting our first shorts, feature films, and those kinds of things. But we've been doing this thing for a while. My brother is a graduate of the Los Angeles Film School, so that's where all of the tech specs come from. And myself, I have an undergraduate degree in theater and performing arts from Southern University in Baton Rouge. So the idea behind the company was to take his background from the technical side of behind the camera and merge that with my background of acting and performing in front of the camera to create, a world of, just great content and great films. And it just allowed us to be able to have that that ability to be able to communicate with the actors on my end, and him being able to communicate with the crew on his end, so we could bring all those things together to create great films. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the film side. With Where Loyalty Lies, me playing Burner was actually out of necessity. It wasn't something that was planned. It was something that actually happened because of, in casting, we weren't able to cast who we wanted to cast. So my brother was like, "Man, you might as well do it." And I said, "All right, I guess I'm gonna do it." So, and that's what happened. But I love these brothers. Jamal, I've been knowing Jamal since high school, so we've been rocking for a while. And I met Sam actually 2 or 3 years ago. Sam.
Probably like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I met Sam 3 years ago. He actually was taking one of my acting classes, and I said, "Man, you got something, man." And my brother actually was in one of my acting classes, and he said, I asked him, I said, "Say, bro, you want to cast Sam in the film?" And he was like, "Yeah, Sam got it." And that's how Sam actually got the role to play Mason. So, it was a great experience, and I enjoyed it. And that's pretty much 1500 Entertainment in a nutshell. So y'all go have y'all way with the questions. We ready for them.
Man, so now we got, you know, 3 multi-talented brothers who also are entrepreneurs, and you know what I'm saying, on the go-getter side of things. Like a lot of times you don't find that balance, you know what I'm saying, with people that's into the arts specifically, you know what I'm saying, to have that talent and the passion for the arts, but also be able to have the business mind as well. Um, so you kind of touched on it. You said y'all started the company how long ago? The production company?
We officially started the company in 2012. Our first actual short film that we shot was in 2008. So officially 1500 LLC was created in 2012.
And you also mentioned that Sam was taking your acting classes. So how long you been teaching acting side?
I actually have been in education, was in education for 19 years. So I have been teaching from 2003 up until 2021. And the acting classes I've been teaching those acting classes for a while, but Sam had just recently started taking my acting class that I had started through Clubhouse. So from Clubhouse, we transitioned to the acting class, and that's when Sam started taking it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Sam, did you always want to act, or was that just something you decided to make a shift in careers, or what?
Nah, man, I've always wanted to act. I mean, since a child, I've always been on stage, you know what I mean, singing or doing plays of various things. And throughout my life, I kind of strayed away from actual acting, I guess you can say, but I've always done different things. Like if it was in music and we shot a film, I was acting, or if we did a commercial, if I was doing some type of improvisational exercises or activities or whatever the case may be, acting was always a part of my life and it was always ingrained. It wasn't until a few years ago, though, is when I really kind of honed in and said, you know what, I could take this seriously. You know what I'm saying? I think I can do this, you know. So in my thinking that I can get back into it and do it, Ali had the acting class that he was running. I forgot how long the acting class was. I said, you know what, I'm gonna invest in it. And if I think I'm serious about it, let me see what I got. And the further along I got into it and the more I worked, the more results I got out of it. So I kind of looked at myself, my family, and I said, yeah, nah, I can do this. So if you can do it, let's get it. So I've been foot to the ground, going hard at it the last couple of years. So
let me say that. I watched the movie, you know what I'm saying? And you definitely did your thing. You know what I mean? So I see it. I see what they saw, you know what I'm saying, as far as, you know, the camera, how the camera shows you, and you know, the chops. The chops are there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Appreciate that, brother. Thank you.
So the singing as well, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know that you were a singer either until me and my brother RP Beats came on your channel. And I forgot what song we was playing, but we was playing one of the joints off the Master's Table album, and you started harmonizing with it in the background and all that. And I'm like, oh, let me find out.
All this talent.
My boy, well, Bot said I was crooning, and I remember the first time he said crooning, I said, crooning? What the fuck you talking about crooning? I ain't crooning. He said, nah, fool, crooning. It's like you harmonize. I was like, oh, yeah, I guess I do that then, yeah.
He said, don't put me in the coon corner, though.
I thought he said crooning. I said, what? From humming, nigga? Nah, crooning. I said, oh, okay, I got you.
So you still mess with the music too? You recording and stuff like that? You plan on putting out any music projects?
I definitely, music will always be a part of me, man. I'm always going to be a part of music, but I got I don't want to say all my eggs, but I got a lot of eggs in this acting basket right now. Like a lot of my energy is honed in on that. So when it comes to the music, if something comes about because I love it, I have no problem doing it. But to say honestly that I'm investing in the career of music, nah, not right now, bro.
I understand. Trust me, I understand. Did you have a joint for the film though, or on a trailer or something? Did I hear you singing somewhere?
Nah, none of that. I wasn't in none of that. That was a great collection of people and independent artists, but I wasn't a part of that.
Okay. All right. So, brother Jamal, what's going on, King?
What's up, King? How you doing?
Got to tap in with you a little bit, man. Stuntman.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Scary work.
You an athlete or something? Was you do gymnastics? You play football with karate? Where the stuntman stuff come from?
Yeah, I'm a martial artist.
Okay,
So I got into stunts. I was living in LA, and I did martial arts since I was 8. And while I was in LA, I was training kung fu, wushu. And my seafood, he was like, "Yo, you move big, you move good for a big dude." It's like, "You want to be on my stunt team?" I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And so, we started doing stuff like stuff for different shows in Japan and China and all that stuff, and it just kept going. So
no
I
doubt.
love it, man. It's fun. I mean, it seems dangerous, but it's not. We're pretty safe usually.
So,
Usually.
Usually,
so before that, were you already getting in front of the camera doing the acting thing, or did it come from that?
no, I was acting first.
Okay,
And yeah, I was in LA, so I moved to LA for film, and
okay,
so stunts. A lot of stuntmen will tell you stunts just happened. It's a weird thing to say, but it really did. It just fell in my lap, kind of, sort of. But I love it. My goal was to always be an action star, and you know do the Last Dragon remake and stuff
no,
like
no,
that. Play the Black Samurai, Yasuke, stuff like that. So it fell into place.
no doubt, no doubt. And so yeah, this was a good role for you too. Then you know what I'm saying. Your character in the movie. Um, what are some of the similarities between you and the character that you played in the movie, and what are the major differences?
Similarities. I was a barber for about like
Oh wow,
20 years.
that's
Yeah.
what had me locked in. That's what had me locked in off the jump. I'm a barber too, and
Yep.
so
All right.
barber, single father. As soon as I seen that,
Yep.
I sat up. Oh man, I said, hold
Yeah, man. So Barbara, I'm a single father, and yeah, same thing. I do anything for my kids. What else? Similarities. It's a lot of similarities. I've never been to the military, but I was trained by some Navy SEAL and stuff like that.
on.
So I always loved it. And some of my differences, I never was in the streets. I never sold no dope or nothing like that. I didn't run the streets like that.
Right.
But yeah, it's about it. Yeah, it's pretty much everything else is pretty similar. We're pretty similar.
Do you think your training as a martial artist helped you with the stunts?
Definitely. It helps with everything, but definitely with stunts because
Mhm.
it always gives you a leg up to have a martial arts background because you can move your feet. You have body awareness, things like that. So it's just like a gymnast coming into stunts. They can move. They know what they're doing. Even a lot of dancers come into stunts, and they
Okay.
can pick up the choreography like that. So it does help though. And safety, knowing how to fall, you getting kicked all the time,
Wow.
getting thrown around, you can hit the ground for real and
A side fall.
get
Y'all
back
do
up.
side falls like in Sanukas?
Yeah, yeah. Look at you.
Nice to be trained.
Let me find out you trained over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
My son does, and here in Cali. So yeah,
nice to whoop
What
somebody ass.
style?
Sanuka crew.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool. Keep him in it. Keep him in it. Keep
Yes,
him
he
in it.
loves
It
it.
helps.
He loves it. And his teacher is female, so I think it helps because she's a mother, one, so
Hmm.
she's nourishing but powerful and strong and like don't take no shit. Like, so
Yeah.
and I love her. Yeah.
Female instructors are way tougher.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Way tougher. When
Oh
I was
yeah,
doing
he's
kung fu, oh my bad. Go ahead.
mhm. No, I was gonna say he's got his ass whooped by her for disobeying.
Yeah, they don't play. They don't play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so brother Ali, some people want to know how can they sign up for your acting classes?
I have to have them again first.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Get
It's
that
been
calendar ready.
busy. Actually, my acting classes actually stopped right before we started shooting Where Loyalty Lies, and we've been busy since that time. So I haven't had the chance to restart the acting classes again, which is a good thing because busy is good. you know, especially in film. So I'll probably start them back up again, looking at next year, depending on what my schedule looks like. Okay. But if they have any questions, they can always email me at ali@1500entertainment.com, or they can go to our IG and DM me at 1500 Entertainment LLC, or they can shoot me a DM on Facebook. And if they have their own things that they're going through, if they need coaching or anything like that, because even with Sam, when Sam has when he has auditions that he has to go on, or if he has a role that he just booked and he wants to go dig down and drill down into the character, he'll call me and say, bro, I'm gonna send you the script so you can read over it and look at it and tell me what you think and tell me what I need to do, how I need to handle this, that, and the other. So, you know, I do privates as well. So that's one of the things that I do too.
Okay, there you go. There you go. And so I want to get into some of the behind the scenes, like the process, making the film, bringing it to market and all of that. But first I wanted to ask you, you mentioned initially you weren't supposed to play the role that you ended up playing. So the person that you had in mind, is it anybody that we know? Because your character kind of remind me, and you know, obviously R.I.P., you know, the brother not here, but your character kind of remind me like a Pimp C type of character.
I knew you was gonna say Pimp C. I knew you were gonna say Pimp C. That's what I've gotten from majority of the people that were like, man, you was dope, man. You reminded me of Pimp C. And the reason why they say that is because I wore glasses. If I didn't have glasses on,
it was the swag. The swag was there too, though. Just the whole that boss demeanor. You know what I mean?
So the thing is, the character actually isn't from Texas at all. The film is actually based in New Orleans. That's where I'm from. That's my brother. So Burner is a typical hood New Orleans dude. I just look like Pimp C. You know what I mean?
That might be it. That might be it.
We share similarities, but the who we were actually wanting to play Burner, we actually couldn't get. And I won't say his name, you know, because there's no knock against the brother. He just felt like the role wasn't big enough for him. So we were cool with that. But when it came down to it, one of the things that I told my brother was when we decided that I was going to play the role, I said, man, I need a pair of glasses. And he was like, what? I said, yeah, I need glasses. He said, man, what you look like being a dude in the hood slinging big dope with glasses on? I said, trust me, it's going to make the character. I just need some glasses. So I found some wire frame glasses and I put the glasses on, and he saw me, he was like, all right, you right. You need the glasses. And then that just formed the character from there for me. But my wife says this all the time, that because a lot of people say, man, I don't know that dude. I don't know the Burner that you play. Like, I've never met him before. But my wife said, what? That's the dude I see every day at home. I don't know who other people see, but he's who I see every day. You know, and I tell people all the time that I had to leave that side back in New Orleans once I moved to Houston. When I first came out here, you know, I still had a little of that in me, but it slowly filtered itself out once I became a family man and I had my kids and all of that kind of stuff. So I had to.
She know you. She know you. She
know me, and that's one of the things as an actor you have to draw back on past experiences. So I was able to pull that back up for Burner. So.
Dope.
Yeah. I ain't never sold no dope or nothing though. I knew a lot of dope dealers though.
Right.
Never sold no dope or nothing. So.
So yeah, man. You know, putting the movie together. You know, give us some of the stories, putting everything together, and like I said, bringing it to market, getting it on Tubi, and all of that. That whole process.
So, my brother and I worked on the film itself. In the script process. We were in the script process for about 5 or 6 months before we actually finalized the script and it was ready to shoot. Then from there, we had to pitch the script. This was actually my brother and I's first film that we received financial backing from. This is the first time we didn't have to actually put our own money into the film to make it. So once we pitched to our executive producers, they loved the idea of the film. And they had previously viewed our other films that we had shot too. This was our third film that we released. Our first film we did back in 2015 called Forgive and Forget. And then we released another film in 2022 called Staycation, starring Jennifer Freeman. And that premiered on All Black on AMC. And that kind of propelled us toward where we are now, with where loyalty lies, for us to be able to actually get the financial backing that we received from our executive producers, because they saw the success that film had. So with the success of Staycation, it created an avenue for us to be able to find a distributor to be able to release our next film, which is where loyalty lies. Now, the film wasn't supposed to go directly to Tubi at first. It actually was supposed to go to some linear platforms, linear meaning television. So we were in the market for BET, and we were in the market for a couple of other spots. But during the time that we were shopping the film, the writer's strike and the actor's strike happened. So the industry kind of put a lock on a lot of the things that they were acquiring for distribution, because they were still trying to figure out how they were going to pay residuals to actors. They were still trying to figure out what the terms were going to be for the actors and for the writers. Unfortunately for us, once the actors strike ended, because of the terms that they had agreed upon with the actors, a lot of the linear platforms, they had massive layoffs. I mean, major layoffs. And how that affected us was our plugs that were in those platforms were parts of the cut. They are ones that got cut. So it created this void to where we weren't able to get our film onto the platforms that we wanted it to go to. It was already going to go to Tubi anyway. Tubi just was not the first platform for the film to be released on initially. If that makes sense. Yeah. But you know, being an entrepreneur and being a person who owns your own business, you know that you have to adjust and pivot when things happen. And that pipeline was already there. So we just said we're not going to waste time with trying to find new streams of or platforms to be able to put it on. We're just going to go with what we have. And during that time as well, our distribution company that we were originally with was acquired by another distribution company, which caused the lag in the film being released, because we completed this film in August of last year and it just came out 3 weeks ago. Wow. So it's been ready for a while. So we had to wait it out until it was time for it to be released. And sometimes that's what happens, especially with film. Most films that you watch on in the theaters, or most films that you watch on your Netflix or your Hulus or those kinds of things, they were actually completed a year prior to you seeing them. Mm-hmm. So that distribution process usually takes time, depending on if they have promotions and advertisement that's being done by the platform that it's on, if they already have distribution, or if they're shopping for distribution. All of those things have to take place in order before you actually see the film itself. So it was a process, but it's a good one.
Nice. Question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know if they put movies over there, but networks or platforms like Zeus, right? Have you guys ever been in talks with them, maybe releasing your movies to them? Because I think theirs is based off subscription, but a lot of people are subscribed to Zeus Network as well.
I have heard of Zeus. We've never had the opportunity to go through their acquisitions department. Okay. So they're not someone that we're against. It's just someone that we haven't worked with yet.
Got it.
Most people who have subscriptions or who are subscription based, their revenue comes directly from their subscriptions. So it's harder to get onto those platforms because they have to spend their money wisely.
Got it.
Right. But a company like Tubi is what you consider, or what you would call a rev share or revenue share. So what happens is all of the money that Tubi makes is from advertisement. So all Tubi is is a television network that's online. That's it.
Okay.
So that's why when you're watching the Tubi movies, you'll see the Tide commercials, and you'll see the commercials for computers. You'll see the commercials for insurance companies. You'll see all of those commercials, because that's actually what's paying for the revenue. I mean, what's paying for the actual films that are on Tubi. So what happens is, the more impressions you get, that's what they call the commercials. On our side, it's called impressions. That's how we're able to count what the revenue is that we'll be receiving. So the more impressions you get during your film, the more money you make. That's why you can watch some films and you may have maybe 2 commercial breaks, and they may be 2 or 3 commercials within those commercial breaks. But if you get 4 or 5 commercials, that means your film is actually doing well on the platform. So they're going to use your film to market to their advertisers, to say, we can put it on this film. We can put your commercial between this film, because this is the amount of views that it's getting per day. So it makes it bigger. It makes it a bigger incentive for, it makes it a bigger incentive for those advertisers or those companies to advertise with Tubi during that time, to make more money or to get their product out to more people. Tubi has over 75 million subscribers. So think about that as a company. If you can pitch, I have 75 million people that watch my network daily. Jump at that.
And so how does it work for you guys? Is it like a royalty kind of system? Is it a one-time like licensing payout? How does that work?
So the way Tubi pays out is, you do the first 4 months before you actually get a check. So everything is
quarterly then.
Everything is prorated. So after the first 4 months, then you get a check every month, but it's for the months. It's the 4 months prior. So every film you see on Tubi, that's the way that they get paid. Now, it also depends on what your deal is with the distributor, because Tubi isn't like Amazon Prime used to be, to where anybody could just upload a film to the platform. You can't do that with Tubi. You actually have to have a sales agent, because a lot of these companies a lot of these people say that they're distribution companies, and they're really not, because distribution companies actually have the platforms to distribute the film. What they are actual sales agents. So they package your film and they send it to a Tubi, they send it to a Peacock, they send it to Amazon Prime, they send it to a Freevee in a package, and they say, these are the films that I have. I want to put them on your network. Do you accept them? They say yes, and then whoever your sales agent is, they receive a percentage of the revenue that your film makes, and it depends on the deal that you have. Standard deal is 80-20. Some people do 70-30. It just depends.
Got you. So I would think that they would have something, the equivalent that would be like a DistroKid, or
they do.
You know,
they have this company called Film Hub that you can send your film to, and then they allow you to choose what networks that you want your film to go to, and then they'll submit your film to that network to see if that network wants to get your film. And theirs is an 80-20 system as well. But it's not. They still have to accept your film though.
And that's accept it.
There isn't like a DistroKid where you just upload it and it goes out. There isn't, because film is a little different.
Okay. Good game. That's a good game right there, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of filmmakers, independent filmmakers, and actors and stuff out there trying to figure out, how to navigate the system and all that. So I'm sure they'll appreciate that right there.
Oh, definitely, man. Me and my brother, we despise the gatekeeping mentality. We feel like information is free, and we want to give it to any and everybody, because we're not in competition with anybody, man. We want everybody to win. We want everybody to eat, and we want everybody to be involved. So anybody that has questions about it, ask me. I'll give you the information that I have.
Got you.
And that's all of us.
That's why we do this. That's why we do this every Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? To give the game up, put people on to brothers like y'all that's out here doing good things that need to be supported. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But what's next for you guys as far as acting? Are y'all out here auditioning for films, or is everything gonna be in house? Just working with the team? How we doing it?
So now just finished working on a project. I'm in Houston right now, so I just finished working on that. Then I have a stunt job coming up in New Orleans in 2 weeks, a feature. So
Nice.
just constantly auditioning and making calls to see who needs who needs me and my type or whatever. So yeah, I got a couple auditions I had just sent out last week that I'm waiting to hear back from some films.
And do you have an agent? Things like that?
Yeah, I have an agent and a manager.
Uh,
Yeah, I got one in LA. I got them in LA. I got one in Louisiana for the Southeast. You got to, but you still got to grind on your own too. You know what I mean? Like, uh, they get 10%, so expect them to do 10% of the work. You
mm,
need to do the rest.
mm, no doubt.
I mean,
No
you need to be
doubt.
pushing, emailing people, calling, whatever you got to do, going to film festivals. Yeah.
Are all
Oh
of
yeah,
you
that
in Houston?
I'm actually in New Jersey.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
My niece lives in Sugar Land, by the way.
what
Uh,
about you on the acting side, Sam?
Say it again, brother.
I said, what about you? What you got coming up?
But yeah, I'm busy, bro, and I'm happy to be busy. I got 3 films, and I'm in the process of working on 3 independent films. One of them I'm a co-lead in, the other ones I'm supporting. They start filming all within the end of 2024, being released in 2025. And I lean on these 2 brothers a lot, man, because like I said, my first actual film experience was on Where Loyalty Lies. And me and my brother Jamal, we got an opportunity to really gain a rapport and a relationship throughout the months getting ready for the roles. And then when we got out we shot the film in Houston, Ali hooked us up and got us an Airbnb together. So we had a crib to where we kind of, you know what I mean, got to work on each other's relationship even more. And us talking, like Ali just said, like he's not a gatekeeper, and Jamal isn't a gatekeeper at all. Anything I ever asked that brother, he gave it to me. Anything I ever asked him when the movie was over, like I asked him, bro, what's next? Like I gave my everything into this, and now I'm kind of stuck. He gave me websites and different things on how to find different roles, and taught me the game on where to find uh my goodness, what's the word I'm looking for?
Agents, managers.
Agent, yeah, agents,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like that. And the process of where to start finding agents, because I'm like, okay, do I need an agent? He said, no, you need a reel. I said, okay, well, in order to get a reel, you need to get more films. So start there. You have 1 film, audition for another, and it doesn't have to be big. Audition for the independent films in your area. Look in your local market. I'm sure there's a demand for it, and there is. Audition for those and build your resume up. Once you gain a reel, you can present those to agents. And once you get that and with your headshots, now you're talking about something. So I took that blueprint to the T, and I followed those steps to a T. And as I knocked one thing down after another, now I find myself in a situation where I have 2 potential agents working on my behalf to see which one I'm going to work with. So
Nice.
these 2 brothers right here, man, I lean on them. When Ali said I sent him everything. Jamal get mad when I don't send him something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very fortunate to have these 2 brothers in my corner to kind of learn and mold from them. And I stay busy, and I'm always going to stay busy. And I got to give them brothers credit for it, man. I appreciate them.
I love that.
Indeed.
Pleasure. Well, Sam takes it and runs
yeah,
with it, so he makes it easy.
yeah.
He
And
makes
that's
it easy.
he don't is not just lip service from Sam. When he asking, is because he's going to put the work in behind it, and that's one of the biggest things when you are in the industry that we're in. You can't get mad at the results that you get for the work that you didn't put in.
Mhm.
And our industry is all about the work that you put in, and eventually it's gonna pop. You just can't quit. You have to continue to keep moving forward. You have to, and that's one of the reasons why I work with these brothers so much, and I help as much as I can because I know that they are going to push. One of the things that my brother and I talk about all the time is wasted time. You cannot waste time because time is the one thing you never get back in. The only currency you actually spend and
Right.
back is your time. So you have to make sure that you put that time in. You got to make sure you're using it wisely towards where you're trying to go. And if there's one thing I could say, both of these brothers do that 100% without a shadow of a doubt. So, you know,
love it, man. So you guys got a pretty tight knit circle, tight knit relationship with each other, like almost like a brotherhood. It sounds like, you know what I'm saying? This wasn't just like a one off, just everybody showing up to work, do their job, and you know,
No.
that's that. And so, how hard is it? Will be my question to all of y'all, to really find those qualifications where you have people who are talented and qualified in their field, and also, you know, 10 toes down as a brother, you know what I'm saying, as a solid individual. You know, that combination, I feel like in a
It's
lot of
rare.
industries, it's hard to find to really do team building.
It's
I,
tough.
Anybody can take it.
I'll let Maul go first.
It's tough, man. Like you don't like when you find people that are about like that do good work and are serious about it and they 10 toes down, stick to them because it's a lot of people that they talk that talk, especially in LA, in Hollywood. You know what I mean? It's oh yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that. You say, yo, can you come on set, do this joint? Can you audition for this? Oh man, I can't, I got this. All right, bye. That's it. You know, it's for I would say every like 50 people, 40 to 50 people, you may get one that really wants it. It's a difference between being famous and being a working actor. Like if you want to be famous, it's
That's
fine if you want to be famous, but it's I think the work that you put in when you like, I love doing what I do. I love the craft and mastering my craft. The fame will come and you know, because you just if you do good work. But if you
right.
want to just be famous, it's different.
Yes, indeed. Anybody else want to touch
Absolutely.
on that?
Yeah, I'll jump in on there. So the first thing, you know what I mean, because it is difficult. It's not easy, like my bro Maul said, it's not easy at all. But I know for me personally, the first thing I had to do on the self-accountability side is make sure that whatever I said I was going to do, I did it. Whenever I committed to it 100%, because as I grew up, there were things that I music, sports, whatever you name it, I've done it. And I've always excelled and been good at it. But I can always look at it and hold myself accountable saying, did you always put 100% work into it? Did you
Right.
give it everything that you had? And when I had those honest conversations with myself and I looked in the mirror, a lot of the times I said, no, I didn't. So when I got into acting and when Ali gave me the opportunity to get into this film, I said, nah, I'm going to give it every single thing I had. And in doing that, I found like-minded people because I drew them to me. I found that
Right.
Ali was the exact same way. I found that when I got with Jamal, when we were doing, I think virtually you can kind of feel it. But when we linked up in the physical, it was like, yeah, this brother's on the same page. And this is why I think that the three of us still kind of gravitate toward each other and have those type of people around us because we're very self-accountable. And I can attest for both of them brothers, when they say they're gonna do something, they do it. So it's not hard to go, okay, yo, let's do it, and know that all right, they good, they're gonna do it because the proof is in the pudding. They've proved it. Their work is out here to confirm that. So it's not easy, but for me, like I said, holding myself accountable and making sure I walked in it drew the people that I needed to in my direction.
Right. Having the work ethic.
Yeah. And I can say on the production side, building a team is extremely hard. It's 24 right now. My brother and I have been doing this for 12 years. And we're just getting to the point to where we have a solid team as far as production is concerned. Like I know I have solid actors that I can call that if I say, hey, I got this role for you, they're gonna come through. But on the production side, when it comes to crew, because it's a day job for them, they do it because they love being in it, but they do it because that's work. So it's not the creative. Most people on the creative side, they invested in it with their heart. When you're on the physical side, you invested in it with your body.
Yeah,
So
they ain't glamorous.
that's what I'm saying. And it's hard to find those people that's gonna rock with you all the time. And right now, we're just getting to the point that we're finding grip and electric. That's the gaffers and the electric. That's the people that actually hang the lights and carry all of the equipment and do all those things. We're just finding our cinematographer, our director of photography, who's going to rock with us with almost everything that we do, unless he has something else going on. Our first assistant directors and our sound guy, like, we're just getting those people now. And we've been doing this over a decade. Go ahead.
Do you guys tap in with like the colleges or like the performing arts schools and centers and stuff like that, and like offer internships maybe?
Definitely. Every single one of our projects, we have interns on our sets. Every single one. We haven't had a single project that we have not had college interns on our sets. And we talking HBCU interns, people coming from since we've shot all of our projects here in Houston, we've had people from Prairie View to come on our sets. We've had on our last film, we had Texas Southern University's entire film group from their campus. They worked our sets. We at one point on our last day of shooting, we might have had over 50 people on set that day. Wow. And it was just to give them the experience and the ability to say that I worked on a film set, because at the end of the day, film is one of those things where you do not need a formal education to actually work it. Film is one thing that the business is referral based. So if you're on, exactly, if you're on set with a Jamal, if you on set with a Sam, if you on set with me, and I go to my next set and I hear that, man, we looking for a grip, we looking for we looking for a makeup and hair designer. Oh, I worked with such and such, she was good. I worked with this special effects makeup person, he was good. I worked with this sound guy, he was good. And that is the way that you gain traction in the film business, by actually working on those sets, which is one of those things that we want to be able to do for the people who do not have that avenue to do it.
Let me just say, for people who haven't watched the movie yet, I definitely recommend it. This is the first movie that I ever watched on Tubi. I'm saying
I'm watching it tonight.
Only movie I watched on Tubi. I ain't got nothing against Tubi. I just really don't watch a lot of TV and movies and stuff like that anyway. But when we appeared on Sam Ann's platform and we did the interview with him, and he reviewed our music and stuff like that, and he played the trailer at the end of the broadcast, I'm like, oh, this is out right now? Let me check this out. You know what I'm saying? So, I wanted to show love, you know what I mean? But I was impressed. You guys really did do a great job. I think from what I heard about Tubi, like, I was expecting, some janky production, you know what I'm saying? I was expecting some janky acting and funny looking makeup and wigs and shit. But I ain't see none of that. This was top notch, production, great acting, the sound. I look at little stuff like that too, just as an artist myself, the sound quality, everything, the cinematography, everything. It's a quality film. It's enjoyable from beginning to end. So kudos to you guys. And did you do any theatrical run with this? Did you guys do like any festivals or screenings before it actually came out on Tubi?
Nah, we didn't. So I want to touch on what you said first about Tubi first, and then I'm gonna move
Tubi gets a bad rap.
Tubi definitely gets a bad rap because what they promote is the bad stuff.
Yeah.
And they promote the bad stuff because we as consumers, we see the bad stuff. Ooh, let me click on that and see what it looks like. And then it takes you to Tubi, and all you think on Tubi is the bad stuff. But people don't realize there is no other platform, not a single platform out here that could have my film as an independent production company on the same platform as a Matrix or as a John Wick, as any of these blockbuster films, because they're all on Tubi.
Right.
All of them. There is no way that my film would be in theaters next to those films at all. So Tubi gets a bad rap because they allow the lesser films to have a platform to be on there as well. But I mean, to be honest, the reason why those films are there is to draw the eyes to the actual platform.
To the app. Mm-hmm.
That's what it's there for. But those films only make up about 5 to 6% of what's actually on Tubi. Tubi actually has live television as well, and a lot of people don't realize that. You can actually watch live TV on Tubi. So it's more to it than just the bad films that are on it. And trust me, it's a lot of them that's there. But you can wade through that because it's an algorithm that's set. So if you click on the bad film, it's going to keep sending you those bad films. But if you only watch the blockbuster films, then you're going to start to get those blockbuster films. So I just want to let you, because you're not a Tubi watcher, I just want to let you know that that's the way you conform your algorithm so that you don't get those bad films. But we didn't do a theatrical release with this one because theaters right now are only catering to major blockbuster films. So if you think about it, there was a film that came out that starred Chiwetel Ejiofor and Mary J. Blige. It came out last month. I can't remember the name of it, but that film with an Oscar-nominated actor and Mary J. Blige, who's known around the world, it only had maybe one screen in one theater in major markets. Theaters right now, because they're losing so much money, they only cater to blockbuster tentpole films. So unless you're Marvel Studios, unless you're Apple, if you notice, Tyler Perry hasn't released a film in theaters in almost 5 years.
He's on Netflix now.
He's on Netflix and he's on Amazon Prime. And it's two reasons why. The first reason is because he has all the control over the films that he makes, even though he does that anyway. He has all of the control over the films that he makes, and he does not have to pay for print and advertisement. They take care of all of that. Number two, he gets paid up front. You don't have to wait to make your money over 3 weekends to see if your film is going to be number one or not. They pay you up front for that film. So he makes his money and he gets to make the film that he wants to make. So it makes no sense for him to go to theaters because you take a chance when you go to theaters. When you on those streaming services, it's win-win. I get to make the film I want to make and I get to make the money I want to make. Up front. And if you have a production deal, they may be paying for the production. So not only are they giving you the budget, they're also paying you for the film. And you get to make what you want to make.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. But really I was referring to more of something like, like an event that y'all put together yourselves to do kind of like a premiere opening for the film. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we didn't have time to do a premiere for this one because we generally like to do the premieres right before the film drops. Because we had so much turmoil that was going on with when the film was going to come out, our distribution company being absorbed by another distribution company. I didn't find out the film was out on Tubi until one of my filmmaker friends called me and said, "Hey, man, you know your film on Tubi?" What?
Why you didn't tell me it was on here?
He said, "Man, you know your film dropped today?" I said, "No, I didn't know." But my distributor didn't know either because Tubi didn't tell him when the film was going to drop. Tubi gave them a window of when it was going to drop, and it dropped within that window. So we didn't know. If we would have known ahead of time, because we planned on doing the premiere, we just didn't have the information to be able to do it correctly.
Got you. All right, and so one of my brothers down there in Texas. What part of Texas y'all in?
They're in the Houston area.
Y'all in Houston area, right? Oh yes, yeah. My brother down there in Houston too, and he want to know if y'all looking for any young talent out there. Got a couple of youngsters out there trying to break into the film industry.
Yeah, we always looking for young talent. And this in the film that we just had, my daughter and my nephew actually played Sam's daughter. My daughter was actually Sam's daughter, and my nephew was Jamal's son.
Oh, nice.
So we always looking for younger talent. When we do, or when we have our casting calls, we ask for anybody to come out and audition. That's one of the things that my brother and I do. We give people opportunities. Sam is a perfect example of that. You know, we take chances on people.
I might have to come down there. I'm just playing.
You know, it's crazy. We get a lot of, you gonna put me in your next film? Yeah, come on, audition. And then they come and audition and they freeze up.
Yeah, I think I would. I'm shy.
They freeze up. They get it from their camera, come on, them lights come on, and they get scared.
It's different.
It is.
It's different. You know, you gotta put in that work. Gotta put in that training. People think it's just, you know,
read some
funny
lines.
games. Nah. Even this right here, you know, when we first started going live and stuff like that, I used to get nervous as hell before I hit that live button. You know what I'm
saying? 3 years in, and I'm still not comfortable on camera.
You got to get comfortable with it, man. I realize, and you have to learn to like. I ain't gonna say love, because it's hard to love the sound of your own voice.
Yeah, that's one.
Some people still aren't used to that. You know, I'm not used to it. I'm not used to hearing the sound of my own voice or seeing myself on screen, you know, acting and all those kinds of things. You know, Jamal has been studying for years, and I'm sure it's the same thing for him. You know, it's just what it is. Even when you're in class and you performing and you're doing scenes with other people, it's just, you have to learn how to become comfortable within your own skin so you can be somebody else.
Right. And also with the lights, the cameras, and 50 crew members watching you while you're doing it.
Man.
Yep. Got to be able to lock in.
And so, what has the reception been like since the film has come out? You know, what kind of feedback you guys been getting? Y'all been getting recognized in Walmart and shit like that nowadays?
Not yet.
You know, I got a funny ass story about that. So when we shooting the film out in Houston, Jamal and I, there was like a gym, probably like, what would you say, like half a mile away from the crib? We staying, probably about a half a mile. So in our free time, if we had time to shoot, we go and we hit the gym, right? So we'd often hit it together. So this one day, for some reason, he wasn't with me. I went by myself. Now, anytime I walk around, obviously I do the viral thing. So if you watch YouTube and you watch hip hop and you see my channel, that's what I'm typically known for. Oh, you do the podcast. I'm like, all right, cool. So we working out in a minute by myself. I'm doing my thing, and this big ass dude, he's looking at me, and I'm used to this look. This is the I know you from viral look. So he pull up with me, and say, yo, fam, I'm like, what's going on, bro? He said, yo, that brother you was with, did he do movies? I'm like, yeah, he do movies. What the fuck on my face, bro? You talking like I never got like none from the movie. Nobody ever noticed me from Houston, which was dope. It's usually from obviously the platform, but not yet from the movie. Nah, not for me anyway.
Yeah, it was crazy. One time I was in Lids, and I did this film years ago, Glory Road, and this dude, I was on the phone, and the guy was like, he was working. He was like, yo, man, you an actor? I said, yeah. He was like, I heard your voice. I was like, yo, I know this dude's voice. I was like, damn, dude, you good. You remember my voice? And he knew the movie. He was like, you was in Glory Road. That's what it was, yeah. People, yeah, you never know when people remember you and what project they remember you from. So
Glory Road sounds familiar, though. Who was in that movie?
Derek Luke. Who else? Yeah, it was D. Luke and
yeah, that was basketball. That was a
basketball joint, right?
Yeah. It was about the miners. It was a black team that got Texas Miners. Yeah, the Texas Miners. El Paso. They played ball in El Paso. It's a good film.
Yeah.
I did see that movie. It sounds so familiar.
Yeah, Disney joint. Disney movie.
Yeah, I'm out here in LA, and so I get approached a lot of times. Are you from Sincere Love the God? And I'll be like, yeah. Yeah. You know, but they remember me from Sincere, though. They were like, Sincere. They don't say Godcast. Like, you're from Sincere Love the God?
Yeah, it's different. You know, when people walk up to you, you thinking, all right, you know, they about to ask you a regular question. Then they do that. You do like, you're like, oh.
No doubt, man. You're doing something right out here, man. You're doing something right.
Facts. Facts.
Nicely, you know how we do, man. We can start winding this thing down here.
All right. Who's first? Who's first? Well, I guess we'll do Jamal first because not Jamal. I'm sorry. We're gonna do Sam first because Sam already knows what's
Nah,
gonna
you
Oh my
Sam
happen.
last.
God, you
So
said
I'll do
Jamal, man.
Sam
Go ahead,
first.
Jamal,
I'll
man.
do Sam first. So, and
Yeah,
that
get
way
some.
they'll already know what's gonna happen.
That's
So
good.
when we're winding it down, we like
Yeah.
to end the Godcast with two famous questions. What does freedom and power mean to you?
Freedom and power. What does freedom and power means to me? Power is the ability to walk and move in your own skin without any fear, without any doubt, without any apprehension of what anybody thinks. I could proudly be a father. I could proudly have my own insecurities. I could proudly stand tall and know that no matter my downfalls, no matter my triumphs, I'm going to stand here as a man and take care of my business. That's ultimate power to me. And freedom is being able to open my eyes in the morning and have ultimate control over my time. And I like to say that for the most part, I have control of my time, but obviously there's things in place and responsibilities throughout the world that kind of prohibit us from having complete control over our time. So I'm in pursuit of having, complete freedom. And I like to think that I'm free within my mind, because I don't think that there's any shackle that holds me within or anything that can stop me from doing anything I want to do, anything that my mind is set on. So two things, I'm glad y'all asked that. Those are two things that I try to make sure I walk and talk in every day to kind of maintain my freedom as much as I possibly can and to make sure I maintain ultimate power in knowing that I am the man that I say I am and I walk and talk in that.
Love it, love it, love it. All right, Ali, what's freedom and power to you?
Those are two good questions.
Mm-hmm.
I need longer than 30 seconds to be able to think about that, though.
All right, Jamal, he's
Everybody,
passing the ball.
everybody,
Damn, Ali.
everybody
Nah,
want
being
to say
real,
something
like
profound and poetic.
that's not just that, man. Those are foundational core questions as a as a as a man, number one, but as a human being, number two. So that's not that's not a question that you answer in jest. You know what I mean? Like you really have to think about that. I mean, Maul, if you want to go, you could go and I could think about it, but
Jamal, he's passing the ball. We're
but
passing the
if
ball.
not,
Take the shot.
I'll let you go, dog.
Y'all look, I had like an
I
hour to
take
think
it.
about this joint, so y'all lie.
You dirty.
You see, you blew it and didn't tell us about the thing, and then you got us on the spot like this.
You got us caught up.
How you do
Dang,
us like
Sam, bro.
that?
Dang, Sam.
That
But
boy dirty for that.
you ain't he, bro? You see that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I would say freedom, uh, just being able to honestly live your own truth, being who you are for real, feeling judgment free. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times we all walk around worrying about what other people say or think about us. In this day and age, it's social media. Is you post something, you're like, oh shoot, this what they're gonna say, like, are they gonna like it? But being free is not caring. Honestly, I think like, man, I just don't care. Like whatever happens. Like I'm doing what I love or doing what I have to do as a man. I think that gives me freedom. And yeah, because it's just like yeah, in life and martial arts, all that stuff, just being free to be me.
Right.
And because like when I was a kid, people used to be like, man, you do karate? You black? Why you do karate? You know what I'm saying? Like, so but now I have that freedom to be like, yeah, this is what I do. This is me. And power is power is a tricky one. But I think being able to having the power to help other people, like the ability and the power. Like I got the power to give you a job and I'm gonna give you that job because you bought that life
Right.
and you want it. You know what I mean? Like just like helping Sam, I had to the power to bless him with knowledge. And like, you know what I mean? And I was able to do that. That's what I feel like power is. And actually doing it and not gatekeeping.
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
like
sir.
that. That's the first one where someone's mentioned not gatekeeping it. Like, that's dope.
Yeah. Thank you.
Ali,
Yeah.
we're back.
It's a tough one, man. So for me, I would have to say that freedom is the ability of being able to govern your own life under your own rules. And what that means is, if I want to be a creative, I can be that. You know what I mean? If I want to be a father, if I want to be a husband, if I want to be single, if I want to do anything under this earth, I can do it. To me, that's freedom. Being able to live without judgment, even though judgment is going to be there, but having the ability to be able to discern that the judgments of others doesn't constitute who I am as a person. You know, that's freedom to me. And power, honestly, power is a double-sided coin. So one of the things I learned from my father was, a man doesn't have to tell you he's a man. He shows you that he is. That's power. You know? Action. But power is also knowing when it's time to assert yourself, but it's also knowing when it's time for you to sit and listen. You know, power over who you are, power over your emotions, power over your thinking, power over your physical. All of those things is a show of power to me. Being able to be the person who God puts you on this earth to be, and standing within that, you know, unapologetically and unafraid. That's power.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed.
That's power.
Yes, indeed, man. And so, you know, we getting ready to close this thing out in just a minute. But before we do that, I gotta put each one of y'all individually, and I'm gonna go the opposite way. I'm gonna go right back to you, Ali. I gotta put you up here on the Summer Jam screen, and hold on, wrong button.
Wrong button. There you
Boom,
go.
boom. And so right now, you got the microphone. The entire Black community is listening. What words would you like to leave us with tonight?
Be kind to people. That's the biggest thing. It's one rule that God gave us that supersedes all others. And that rule is, treat others how you want to be treated. And that's in any aspect, that's in any form, that's with any person. And those things will be reciprocated to you. Just love, man. That's the biggest thing. That's all we're here to do. We're here to love each other. And with love comes everything else that we're expected to have. With love comes respect. With love comes honesty. With love comes protection. With love comes, you know, money. You know, all of those things come with love. So, you know, love one another.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Brother Jamal, entire Black community is listening. What parting words would you like to leave us with tonight?
I would say, whatever God put on your heart to do in life, do it. Don't let anybody tell you you can't. If they do tell you that, get away from them. If they don't believe in you, get away from them. Now, if they give you good advice, that's different. But never quit. That thing that you feel like every morning when you wake up that you should be doing or you want to do it. That's God tugging at you.
Yes,
Love
indeed.
yourself, and love others, and pray every day.
Every day.
That's peace. That's peace. Brother Sam, close us out. Last words, brother.
Got it. And I appreciate the Black Business Showcase for having us on here to promote Where Loyalty Lies, a 1500 entertainment production co-starring myself, Sam, and my brother Jamal Dennis on Tubi and Roku TV now. Go check out the film if you haven't. Let us know what you think. Definitely appreciate you. And the last parting words I'll have is this. I challenge y'all because as a society, we feed into a lot of bullshit. And it's a lot of bullshit out there. We feed into it. So right now I'm challenging y'all to put that energy into you. Put all that energy that you put into the bullshit into yourself and see two results that come out of that. One, see what that energy does for you, your dreams, your aspirations, and what you got going on in your life and your family. And two, see how much time you still have to feed into that bullshit. I guarantee it won't be much. Put that energy into you. With that said, I love y'all. Let's go to work.
Let's work. I have one more question though. I forgot to ask in the midst of all this, where did the name 1500 Productions come from? Why 1500, I guess. The significance in those numbers.
You know, we get that question a lot. And so in my immediate family, someone grew up in the 1500 block of some street in the city that they lived in. So my grandmother, she grew up in the 1500 block of the project in New Orleans. My mother grew up in the 1500 block of another project that they lived in New Orleans. My father grew up in the same house in New Orleans on the 1500 block of his street. My brother and I lived, my brother, myself, and my family, my older brother and my mom and my daddy, we lived in the 1500 block of the house that we grew up in, you know, from when we were children all the way up to now. My mother and my father still live in that exact same house. So that's where 1500 Entertainment comes from.
I love it.
It's a family business. Everything comes from family, and we all lived in the 1500 block of some street. So,
and that's how you name a company. That's how you put the right energy and the right spirit behind your endeavor. You know what I'm saying? That's going to transfer. That energy is going to transfer to people and resonate with people who have, you know, similar story or vibrating on that same frequency automatically just by the name alone, even without the explanation.
Definitely. Even with our logo, that gate is a representation, excuse me, of the gate that we will walk through every day coming into the house that we grew up in. Everybody comes through that gate, and it has a particular sound when you open it and you close it, which is why that gate is, you know, our logo for our company. It was just, you know, you entering in as a child, you leaving as a man. That's all of those kinds of things that's represented in the logo and in our name. So thank you for the question. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Great story. So social medias, website, contact information, all of that good stuff.
Sam? Anybody?
Go ahead, Maul. Do you think?
All right. Instagram is the Jamal Dennis with 2 E's, THEE, Jamal Dennis. Go ahead, take it, Sam.
Yeah, cool. You can find me on Instagram, Sam I Am Viral. Sam I Am Viral. Show you all things I got in my acting journey, as well as things I got going on the entertainment journey. And obviously, for those who may know, obviously I'm CEO of Viral Hip Hop News. You can check my platform out on YouTube, Viral Hip Hop News, as well as my podcast, Hip Hop Uncensored Podcast. Much love.
I thought you wasn't going to say that for a second. I was about to say, y'all better go subscribe.
Right.
To channel, you know what I'm saying? Hip Hop Uncensored, Hip Hop Viral News. They do their thing over there. You know, we have some real on-code guests over there. Very, very dope content. Centered around hip hop, but always based on the empowerment of our people and, you know, helping boost the signal to get people on code in a major way. So I appreciate what y'all do over there. If y'all not already up on these brothers, go get with them, man, over there on YouTube.
Appreciate you, sincere. Much love, brother.
Indeed. Mr. Ali.
So you can find my company at 1500entertainment.com. You can find myself at 1500 Entertainment LLC on IG. You can find me on Facebook at Ali Abden on Facebook, and you can find my company 1500 Entertainment on Facebook as well. And my IG is Ali Abden. So you can just find us that way. You can see all of our films The easiest place to see our films is on Tubi. All of our films are on there. They're on other platforms as well, but I always tell people go to Tubi to check out our films. And you can search my name, Ali Abden, and our 3 films will come up. The first one is Forgive and Forget. We shot that one in 2015. The second film is Staycation. That one was released in 2022. And Where Loyalty Lies, our latest film, is out now. I will have another film coming out next year in March, so be on the lookout for that as well. We're definitely having more information for that coming soon.
Nice, and I'm about to go watch it now, right now, as soon as.
And make sure after you watch that one, you watch Vacation, and make sure after you watch that one, you watch Forgive and Forget. I guarantee
Yes,
I gotta get caught up. I only saw the latest one, but 10 out of 10 I recommend. Y'all go check it out. And so, family, that about does it for today's episode of the Black Business Showcase right here on Sincere Love the Godcast. We have been chopping it up with 1500 Entertainment.
Sincere, I got a question, brother.
What's good?
I just got a request. My godchild was in the film. She actually walked the detective back to meet me for the first time. She's asking me to give her a shout out. That's her right there, curly head.
Curly.
That's her right there.
Hi.
You better shout out goddaughter.
You better.
Yeah, she was in the film as well. So I want to give her a shout out and her big head mama.
I'm trying to remember now. She was the one that what now? She brought you.
She was the one that walked. She didn't walk. She was the one that walked Detective Jackson to the back of the studio when he came to see me for the first time when I was sitting on the couch smoking a cigarette. She walked to the back. Her name was Armani.
Okay, superstar.
All right.
Yeah. Curly ties.
Yeah, that's her. I appreciate it, Sincere. Thank you, man.
No doubt. All right. And so, like I was saying, want to thank our guests for coming through tonight, Brother Jamal, Sam, and Ali. Pleasure meeting y'all brothers, chopping it up with y'all. Anything we could do to support y'all in the future, please let us know. Keep us posted. You know what I'm saying? On everything that y'all got going on as well. And again, that does it for today's episode of the Black Business Showcase. Always remember, family, we are not the master teachers. We are only the master students and signal boosters for the voices of the new Black media. And we are out of here. Peace and Black love.
Yeah, like that. Let's see what's in the God's mind. Listen.